are enjoying these drinks, let's go down to Wally Foreman.
I'm sure the most concerned man at the WACA ground was the English captain, Mike Brearley. But Mike, things certainly look a lot rosier at the moment.
They certainly do. I mean, at this stage yesterday, we could easily have been out for less than 100.
You must have been very pleased with the batting of David Gower.
Beautiful innings. He's a perfect timer of the ball, and he applied himself well. It's a magnificent 100.
He's proving to be something of a test trump card, isn't he?
He is. He doesn't bother about the other matches. It'll do for us if he keeps scoring 100 in the test matches and getting 0 in the other matches.
Mike, were you perhaps a little disappointed with the run rate yesterday afternoon?
No. I mean, if you can go on 4 and over, that's all well and good. But if they bowl as well as Australia did and the pitch does as much, I think we did jolly well.
And there were no perils in the wicket?
There were plenty.
So you'd be looking forward to bowling on it?
Well, I think yesterday morning with the cloud was probably at its best for bowling. But it's still done a bit today, and, you know, your lads have beaten the bat a few times. Just
looking at the early part of the English innings, Mike, it would appear that you do still have some gremlins in the high order batting.
Now, any side in the world who batted on that pitch yesterday morning against that bowling would have struggled. I'd just like people to realise that. It's not, if you go in and the ball seams about and swings about and goes through, some bounce and some don't, any players in the world, you've got the best defensive opening batsman in the world in Geoff Boycott, and he struggled like anything for an hour and a half. I know he's a bit out of form, but, you know, you bowl against Bradman on there, you get him out.
True, you must have been impressed then with the bowling of Rodney Hogg in particular?
Yes, and I think we'd have bowled even better on it.
And you'd be looking forward to probably having a shot at the Australians sometime late this afternoon?
Well, we don't know when.
Well, ideally,
want a few more runs.
Realistically, what would you like to see happen today?
I suppose it would be very nice if we got about 400 and had you 30 for 5. That'd do.
And that's probably very realistic. Thanks very much for your time, Mike.
Thanks a lot.
The ball bouncing a little bit.
Well, the only thing I can see that Australia at advantage, having said England and batters, this pitch is getting easier for batting, and by the time the Australians bat, it should be very placid. There's that ball. You watch it pops a little. Man in close might have snaffled that one, but to put a man in close to this man, it's putting his life in danger. Such as that.
There's a beautiful hook shot. That's 4 runs. Good giving chase. The ball is slowing down, but I don't think he'll catch it. Or will he? Touch and go. No, it's just over the line. That gives you a fair indication of the outfield. A little bit slow. We talked about the showers overnight. It certainly has slowed down the outfield a little bit. But Botham goes on to 6. It's 4 for 214.
I was just saying just before that stroke that put a man in close, that's putting his life in danger, and you can see exactly the next ball what I meant, because that is a beautiful shot, a short arm jab, hit across that and hit it beautifully, as you can see. When you look at the Australian attack there, it's not very strong. You've got Dimmick, Hurst, Hogg, Cozy. Well, if you call him a bowler, well, I wouldn't really call him a bowler of any class. Oh.
Another hook shot. Again, that's not timed really well, and it won't go for 4. Wood giving chase. They cross for 2, and they're coming back for 3. Botham goes to 9. It's 4 for 217. Beautiful return from Graham Wood. Warm applause from the crowd. Hurst to Botham. Beautiful off drive. Certainly won't be 4. Across for 1, back for 2. Darling giving chase. There he is. 2 runs. Botham goes to 11. 4 for 219.
I think you'll find that Yallop will switch his field around now, that both of them are starting to hit the ball, and some of those men from slips will be coming out, and there's a lot of open space in front of the wicket. It's a beautiful stroke. Look at that. Perfect stroke. Already Yallop starting to bring the men out, and if he tosses one short, there's a ton of room on the onside, and this fella hooks well. Plenty of room for him to hook.
Very loud appeal, and that is out. So Botham is out. LBW to Hurst for 11, and England are now 5 for 219.
That was plum, I would say. That's absolutely plum. And for Tom Brooks, who turned down appeal after appeal after appeal yesterday, that one would have hit about the middle stump, I'd reckon, from our position here. There it goes. Well, you saw it, and oddly enough, a few yesterday looked very adjacent like that one, and turned down. But anyhow, the danger man is out, Botham, because he just started placing very fine strokes. Scored 11 runs, but he looked very effective. There we go.
There you see Geoffrey Miller from Derbyshire, the all-rounder. Oh, it was a good delivery. My goodness, that was close.
This ball just leaving the batsman ever so slightly. Miller playing down the wrong line here. Fortunately for him, close to stumps, close to outside edge, and not close enough from the Australians' point of view, though. In fact, really, the bowler should be trying all the time to be well up to Geoff, because he tends to play back these days too often, and he's been the victim of quite a few LBW decisions this season already.
Now, further field change. Tui's moved away from short fine leg to third slip, so there are only 3 men now on the onside.
An appeal for leg before and out. Boycott's out. Leg before to Hurst for 77. A monumental performance by Boycott. He batted for 7.5 hours. For 77, just a minute or two under that. And here it is, the end of Geoff Boycott. A tremendous performance in terms of patience. And Boycott is out, and Australia right back in this game at 6 for 224. And Hurst has 2 for 56.
Exactly what we're talking about. We'll see the replay now. Ball well up. Boycott shuffling back and across where he should have been pushing forward. As you'll see, that's well up. And there's no doubt whatsoever about that. Once again, as we're talking about, Norman, the ball not bouncing as high today. That one yesterday would have hit the top of the pads, just below the roll.
And here's the applause for Geoff Boycott as he leaves the scene after one of the longest innings in Test history. 7 hours and 28 minutes for 70.